Hello beautiful people. The video today has been months in the making, even though I didn't really plan for it to happen. Usually I have a concept or an idea of a video and then I start purchasing things, I start adding things to it, and then it became, the final product. But when I purchased these items, it was because a couple of my friends were going back to Vietnam to visit their family, and I was like, I always ask them to bring something back, so this time maybe it would be custom-made clothes. I started with a couple of things and then it just kind of started growing as most of my shopping lists are. You know how it is. So I said, why not show you guys all of the fun stuff that I just got, especially because all the clothes fall under kind of like a modernized Vietnamese clothing. They're slightly different, but kind of all fall under that. And I will go into in depth kind of which one is which when we get to the items. One thing I do want to note before moving on is that online shopping in Vietnam is a little different than shopping online in the US. The technology and infrastructure is not necessarily on the same level yet. So when it comes to like shipping, when it comes to especially payment, online payment, it is definitely not as seamless just because the society is still very much cash based. Versus in the US, it's a credit card system mostly. Just the process is just very different. So unfortunately for like 2 out of these 3 shops that I'm showing, you can't unfortunately just go to a website, place an order, and then you get the package at your doorstep like how you would normally would. There are still definitely ways to order them and get them, obviously because I have. So I will go into more details on that as we talked about each shop as well. Very first item that I want to show you are these gorgeous capes that I got from V-Style. I think capes are so freaking underrated. I love them so much and I cannot wait to wear these capes out. I haven't seen anything like this in the US market. I know I shop a lot, so I don't know how I could have missed something like this, but this is kind of like the first of its type that I've seen. I also did not get these like crane print dresses that they show one underneath, and I just like highly regret that decision because now I really want them. Like I live for a matching set, so I'm like very much like highly contemplating just purchase them and having them shipped here directly so I can wear them ASAP. These 2 capes and another dress set that I'm showing after this are what in Vietnamese we call Việt phục, or more precisely Việt phục cách tân, which means like modernized Việt phục. Translation wise is not perfect because Việt phục just literally means Vietnamese clothing. Like Viet is Vietnam obviously, and phục just like clothes, like cloth. It is quite confusing, but essentially Việt phục just reference the clothing that was worn during the monarchical periods and before. I reference a creator videos down here that explain it a lot better than I could. Now, honestly, she has a lot more knowledge. I just started to get into kind of this space and the fashion and the clothing and like how kind of learning about the shops. Definitely check her video out. I also talk about how to order that in her video as well, but I will go through my own experience. I had ordered these capes through V-Style's Facebook page. V-Style is like arguably one of the biggest players and one of the first like pioneers in this space of like Việt phục outfit. They do have a website and like literally all of the other social media channel, like you name it, they have it. But you can order something through their website. It's a little bit more like a placeholder because you can't like purchase on there. There's no payment option, but you would be able to put in like a shipping address and your contact information, and then they will reach out to collect that payment. I literally just sent them an inbox message on Facebook page, and this is like a very common practice when I shop in any like shops in Vietnam, because a lot of them don't actually have a website as well, so they use Facebook page kind of like a replacement for their website. And I was able to go through consultation and kind of just like talk through the sizes, the style, what they have available, how long does it take to get them custom made. These capes are kind of more free sizes, so I didn't have to have them like custom made to my measurements because I'm just like not part of the small, medium, large standard sizing in Vietnam anymore. They are very small. Basically just take the US sizing and subtract 2 sizes and then you get the Vietnamese sizing. So I saw these through their Facebook page. I sent them a message about what I like and they tell me what is available, and then I have my friend send me their address where they in Vietnam, and then I get that to the shop. How I purchase these like payment wise, basically through like a mobile wallet system, which is a very common thing in Vietnam because everybody have like cash bank account. So you kind of just like use your mobile phone as like there's like apps for it, I think. So like I think each bank has like apps for it. I could be completely wrong, but essentially you just transfer from one bank to the other. I currently don't have a Vietnamese bank account, which is like literally number one on my list when I come back to Vietnam possibly next year, because it's just like so much easier to do anything like transaction wise. Even like going to eat pho, now they have like a mobile wallet that you can pay. I do believe Visa also take PayPal. And they also definitely ship directly to the States because I've asked that. Shipping fee is calculated by the weight of the item. So for the pink cape, I paid 590,000 dong, which translate into, oh sorry, not translate, exchange rate is around 23 US dollar. That's just crazy cheap, and this is like a boutique. The white is a little bit more well constructed and has lining and pocket, which I will show. It is so beautiful. I paid a little bit more for that, so it's 790,000 dong, which in US dollar it is $31.36 as of today exchange rate. And then I also paid a 30,000 dong, which is a delivery fee, because my friend lives in Ho Chi Minh City and the shop is based out of Hanoi. So it's like, what, over $1? Okay, let's see them in person. Let's see cape number one. Ah, she's so cute. Oh my god. I feel like a royal in this. A royalty. Royalty. Do you see the detail and the color? So there is a clasp that is the jade button. That is fake jade. That is just plastic. And then there's also the pearl button right here. That is, I believe this is called frog button. I don't know. I will put that there. I don't know the official term. I love these armholes, but they are also kind of optional. There are zippers for these, so you could close them up if you want to. Just wear them kind of like, ooh, excuse me. This is so cute, so twirly. This makes me feel like proper, like very old school, very like, we call it what, tiểu thư, like a lady. This collar is taken from an outfit called Nhật Bình. So it's like a simplified, more modernized, like a print fabric, versus Nhật Bình, I believe it was hand embroidered. Then of course you could just wear it like this as well. By the way, this is a slip that I thrifted from Goodwill. It is so cute. I feel so adorable in it. On top of the zipper armholes, this also got pocket. I can put my arm inside here and really just like go about my day. But yes, cape number one. So the white cape was version 1, and then this, they call it version 2. That version 1 I believe came out before Lunar New Year, before Tết, so it's like a little bit thicker. It's meant to be a little bit more like a chilly weather. This is definitely a warm weather cape because it got no lining. It's this little different fabric. That one was tweed, and this one is more like a weave. The color is very much similar. It's just slightly more pink, and the buttons are basically the same with the pearl and the white lotus. This one though, the arm construction, I don't like as much because it's literally just like the two pieces that is attached up here. So you get kind of your arms just like, whoop. Nope, no pumps. And like just from the construction, you can tell that like how thin and like breezy this is. It also doesn't have any pocket. Because of all those things, this feels more like pashmina than like an actual jacket. Because I live in Seattle, I always want a little light jacket. That one, 100% of the time, I will always choose. But this colorway is very cute. So Visa has been around as one of the biggest shops in this fashion space. However, another smaller brand that has been very, very popular lately is called Little 4. It's not number 4, it's just FOR. I don't know why. While Visa sells and rents more historically accurate, constructed Việt phục, Little 4 is a little bit more leaning into the more modernized sense. They take design bits and pieces of different traditional garments and incorporate them into everyday outfit. These top and dress sets have been making its round, causing a lot of commotion in the Việt phục online community, and really for great reasons, because look how cute they are. They are so adorable and designed like this very much like sundress style, but also conservative enough, but also flirty enough. And of course, because they are two pieces, you can wear the top or the dress separately, which makes it even more versatile. And I was trying to order both of these tops and the dress underneath, so that the dress is kind of the same. The shop kind of messed up somehow, and I only got one of the top, which is this one right here. I'm not sure what really happened here. They never like gave me an explanation when I reach out. I had this order to my friend's place in Ho Chi Minh City. The tracking said it was delivered like 3 whole weeks before it was actually delivered. And then she didn't actually open and check it for me. I didn't ask her either, so that was my bad. And then when it got delivered to me in the States, the top just nowhere to be found. So unsure what happened. I don't know. Maybe they just have my top just somewhere and they just forgot to pack it. That seems like the most reasonable explanation. They refunded me really quickly when I reach out, but I do say the communication was a little spotty. Despite those things, I still really like the set that I got. I cannot wait to show you. If you follow me on Instagram, you already saw this dress probably. I wore it to the Easter brunch at Fairmont Hotel. It was so cute. I got a lot of compliments on it, especially with the hairstyle I did. I paid 410,000 dong for the top, which is $16.27 USD. Okay, and the dress was 350,000 dong, which in today's exchange rate is $13.89. That actually makes a lot of sense because the dress quality, you will see, is not as good as the top. And then similar to Visa, I also paid 35,000 Vietnamese dong to get it delivered from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City. I really miss cheap delivery fee for everything. Okay, yeah, let's see it. I'm gonna show you the dress by itself first. It's actually pretty cute. It's not like the worst dress that I've ever tried on. The color is of course meant to be like a lining dress, so that's fine. The way this waist is like so low down here and I have like such a short torso, like I had wished it was like right there. And these are the things that like I would not be able to communicate because they, even though this is custom made, they only ask for my bust, waist, and hips measurements. The strap's made from the same fabric. It's not adjustable, so it kind of falls out every now and then. You know, small annoyance. This gaping you can see right here is because of how just like the construction, and it's like not made for my size necessarily. The neckline's a little bit higher than what I usually wear, but that's fine. It's not a problem. My point is I will not wear this dress by itself. With this top, however, I will literally wear this all the time. How adorable! It's so thin. Oh, also this doesn't have any lining like at all. But this top, 20 out of 10. From the beautiful collar, this only have one button instead of the 2 like the capes. Freaking love this sleeve. I'm a sleeve roller, so I tend to like have it up here like most of the time when I do things like this. This is cute too. This material is also super breathable, so this would be perfect for the summer. But all in all, would order again. Last but not least, taking a very left turn, I want to show you these 2 outfits that I purchased from a Vietnamese shop called Duc.Studio. They have very different aesthetic that you can tell, but they still very Viet. A little backstory: a long time ago on Subtle Asian Trade, if you know you know, on Facebook, I saw this post of a beautiful girl. Actually, I think she was at Coachella, one of the music festival. She was wearing a Vietnamese áo dài, like looking like a Vietnamese áo dài, but it's a dress that is like a tattoo print, and she wore it without the pants, and you know, it's a music festival. She looked absolutely phenomenal, and I was like, I need to know where she got this from immediately. And of course she answered the questions in the comments, and it was from Duc.Studio, and I just like fell in love, like literally love at first sight. They are so like edgy and sexy, but with this like freshness that just like effortlessly cool. I don't know what it was, but at the time I didn't make the purchase. I think it was just a little bit higher price point than I had wanted to spend because my friend was going to Vietnam, so I figured this was the perfect chance to do it. I do want to say they have an e-commerce site that is shipping to America. However, the pricing that if you're buying it in America versus buying it in Vietnam is quite different due to processing fee, custom fee, exchange rate, all of that fun stuff. This took me a while to decide because I really wanted everything that they offer, but my friend could only, you know, carry so much for me from Vietnam. I decided on these 2 pieces. It's the Year of the Dragon, so I figured let's get a dragon print, and it looks very regal. And then this red koi is just like the print that I love the most from them. And I was originally going to order the dragon dress in the koi print, but then I figure I wanted something a little bit different because I just don't want to order like the same dress in like two different prints, you know? So I settle on this matching set with the áo yếm, which is the halter top inside, and then the áo tứ thân, which is like this, what are you going to call it? Jacket? Duster? Yeah, the duster. I know fashion words. A little bit. For the dragon dress, the pricing is 1,750,000 dong. That sounds really high. And then plus a 40% increase because I am, again, outside of the small, medium, large. So I have to order basically custom made sizes from them, which is the highest that I've ever seen. I've ordered from a few different Vietnamese shops before. I thought this was an interestingly high cost because their outfits are mesh, most of them, or at least a two-way order. So to scale them higher into a bigger size is really not that much more work. Like construction wise, it's not difficult to do so. So I thought this was a little high. I've had to pay like 20-30% before for different shops, but this is like the highest I've ever seen. And then for the setup top and cape, I paid, what is it? The top itself, the halter top, was 750,000 dong, and the cape was 2,150,000 dong. So literally the most expensive item on this whole shopping list, and that was before the 40% increase. I don't know how much is that like in exchange rate for each of the item, but I paid a total of $279. And they did not charge me a delivery fee because this shop is based in Ho Chi Minh City already. So maybe it's just kind of part of the service. So about $300 for 3 pieces, which is not that crazy when I think about it. I personally think it was worth it, but I will let you guys decide once I show you the outfits. This dress is super long. It is to the ground. It looks just like how a Vietnamese áo dài, like a traditional dress would look like, except it's in mesh. And it doesn't have any buttons or anything. It's just kind of like a pull-on, which I love because I am lazy. I cannot tell you how much time I spent on buttoning and unbuttoning áo dài as I grew up. It's probably in like hours and hours. I'm not wearing any bra right now. I'm just wearing the cakes, which I absolutely highly recommend. They're like better option than a nipple cover, and you can barely tell. This looks amazing. It's also like extremely comfortable. It's crazy like how comfortable I am in this. Like I could wear this all day. One thing though is that this freaking tag is right here. It is not like a tag that you could like easily just like rip or like cut away. It's so extremely annoying. I also do think that because of how this mesh is like very non-structured and the tassel kind of pull it so it makes it even more straight, I feel like I need like a corset belt to really like snatch it, you know? This may be also just a little nitpick, but I feel like these tassel could easily made into like a detachable, so you can take these off if you want to wear them just as like, you know, a little bit less extra version of it. But you know, I might DM them that I feel very sexy in this. Like, hey. Maybe I should go to Coachella next year and wear this.
A few moments later.
So this is the top by itself. It is a very simple construction halter neck. It's essentially just like double mesh, and then there's a tie in the back, and then kind of like a corset tie as well for the mid back. It's an extremely simple halter neck construction, and it's also kind of just more true to the traditional áo yếm as well. So there are 2 loops. So there's one down here as well, but it's like down all the way to my hip, and then it's just not gonna work. It looks really ridiculous. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this loop up higher to like right here on my waist, and then that would make it a much better construction for my body. Kind of come back to how this is like custom made, but it's just only like 3 different measurements. So like this situation just not working out, but that's fine. This is an easy fix. Okay, but it looks sickening as a set. Oh my god, this jacket or áo tứ thân, this is gonna be an heirloom piece for me because this is just like stunning. The amount of craftsmanship go into this is crazy. These are like hook and eyes right here. This was like hand sewed. And there's like, I don't even know how many, because it goes all the freaking way down to the ground. This alone probably would have taken them the whole day, maybe more. So there's like multiple layers, right? There's like this layers inside. There's like the same layer outside. So this is like double layer of the same. And then the same exact thing. This go actually from the front to the back. So this is like completely like detached in the middle if you really want to. But you can wear this like so many different ways. I still am figuring out like multiple ways to wear this. And I need to actually just wear it out in general. This thing, 100%, 200% worth your money. I think personally. This, I can wear this so many different ways. You can wear this with like t-shirt and jeans if you want to like dress it down a little bit. You can wear it with a matching top and like a silk pants like I'm wearing right now, or with jeans, that work too. You can wear this with like a black dress, like a mini dress, for either a mini or a gown, really. So you can like go to the club in this, you can go to like an event in this. There's so many ways to wear this. It's crazy. Again, I am not sponsored by any of them for any of these. Can you tell I'm obsessed? Overall, I really did love all the pieces that I had purchased. I would definitely repurchase most, if not all of them. They all fit me well enough, and they definitely are unique pieces that I cannot buy from any other shop that is in the States. And this is a little cheesy, but I feel very connected to my culture when I wear them, like right now. I really hope this brings more attention to the Vietnamese fashion scene, and I would love to make this a multi-part series, as this is the part 1. So please let me know if you are interested in seeing more. Feel free to put that in the comment, and thank you for watching. Bye!